an adventurous follow-up. Utilizing a $110 million budget, nearly double its predecessor, this sequel from stuntman turned director David Leitch was a similarly massive success following its May 2018 release. In fact, Deadpool 2 earned a nearly identical $785 million worldwide cume, momentarily making it the highest-grossing R-rated film of all time, just like the first film. The 2-hour story follows our favorite foul-mouthed mutant mercenary as he assembles a team of fellow rogues to protect a young boy with fire-throwing abilities from the brutal time-traveling cyborg Cable. Try saying that sentence 5 times fast. Back behind the mask, Ryan Reynolds hasn't missed a step, firing off lewd one-liners and popping baddies like they're candy. The script, penned by returning writers Rhett Reese and Paul Wernick, with help from Ryan of course, gives Deadpool agency and a real character arc, even if the story itself isn't particularly deep or nuanced. It is, however, thankfully more involved than the original. The Merc is forced to learn how to care for others and not always put himself first, which besides the emotional payoffs result in some excellent self-deprecating jokes as well. He's rude and crude, but you can tell he has an auto-healing heart of gold, and I think that's what makes this such an endearing character audiences love to root for. Elsewhere in this superhero flick is Josh Brolin as the futuristic soldier Cable, whose true motives make him a compelling and sympathetic character. Josh mostly just grunts and remains stone-faced at Ryan's many dumb quips, so while I can't say it's a great performance, I can say he plays a great straight man. Morena Baccarin returns in a brief but integral role, providing plenty of sex appeal and narrative incitement, and fresh off the success of the brilliant Hunt for the Wilder People, 15-year-old Julian Dennison is electric as a wayward mutant teen who seeks violent revenge on an abusive headmaster. His mentee-mentor relationship with Reynolds is a real linchpin of the film's emotional core. They bond during a brief prison stint that sees them fitted with power-suppressing devices around their necks, to which Ryan hilariously remarks,
"With this collar on, my superpower is just
unbridled cancer. Give me a bow and arrow, I'm basically Hawkeye."
A recurring gag where everyone is constantly reminding Deadpool that he's only a trainee and not a proper member of the X-Men is also pretty great. It does feel like the humor here is a bit smarter, or at least more reliant on pop culture references, instead of juvenile potty humor. An extended bit involving naked baby legs and genitalia notwithstanding. Zazie Beetz, TJ Miller, Brianna Hildebrand, and a host of smaller roles and cameos flesh out the supporting cast with excellent, if somewhat cartoonish, characters. Keep an eye out for an uncredited Matt Damon in the film's extended cut, and of course Brad Pitt, who appears for all of 20 frames as Vanisher. Beetz in particular is an awesome addition as Domino, a member of Deadpool's newly formed X-Force, whose superpower is literally being lucky. Although Deadpool explicitly chastises this ability as not very cinematic, her ability to win any fight through sheer happenstance and coincidence was probably my favorite part of the movie. Just delightfully silly and badass all at the same time. Like a moment where she flies hundreds of feet out of a crashing caravan only to land effortlessly on a conveniently placed giant blow-up panda bear. Another standout scene has to be the X-Force's inaugural mission, a sequence so rife with gore, humor, and subverted expectations, it has to be seen to be appreciated. Much like the first film, all the action here is carefully photographed for maximum comprehension and visual payoffs. Full movements are allowed to finish within a single cut, while slow motion, extreme close-ups, and quick insert shots provide necessary geographic context and story cues. Despite all of the chaos, jokes, bullets, and blood, you never feel lost following along. Credit to Leitch here. Coming off the success of the John Wick and Atomic Blonde films, the dude knows how to film a fight. Unfortunately, this did come at a cost, as the long and stressful shooting days claimed the life of stuntwoman Joy Harris, who died in a motorcycle accident while doubling for Beetz. The film is dedicated to her memory. Now, I don't have anything particularly good or bad to say about the film's music. Tyler Bates' score is there, and it's fine. But some well-placed pop songs from Dolly Parton, Cher, Peter Gabriel, Steve Miller, Air Supply, and Celine Dion are what really drive the mood. I had a big smile throughout. Whether you watch the theatrical version, the PG-13 rated Once Upon a Deadpool, or the additional 15 minutes in the super-duper cut, this film really is more of the same from part 1. If you enjoyed Reynolds as Deadpool before, you'll enjoy him again here. But like most sequels that seemingly improve on their predecessors, I have trouble actually grading this installment higher, as so much of what works was already pioneered before. So even though the execution is stronger, it gets no points for originality.
Doing the right thing is messy. But if you want to fight for what's right, sometimes you have to fight dirty.
Fast, fun, and not particularly complicated, Deadpool 2 is the ideal superhero sequel, delivering more jokes and better action. I think it's a great film, and for what it's worth, this one seemed to hold up better on a rewatch. That does it for this episode of Movie Night, but if you'd like to watch more content, click or tap the thumbnails on the left. And don't forget to visit the Jogwheel YouTube channel to see full episodes of the show, alongside all my other videos. My name is Jonathan Paula, thanks for watching, and have a good movie night.